All right, welcome to the video here for lesson number 9, part 2. So if you notice for this video, I have all the work shown already. I'm just going to kind of talk through what I did here. So for number 3, my plan is to use slope to show the opposite sides are parallel. So first thing I did was I found the slope of all 4 segments. And then I could go through and figure out what the sentence should be. So I'm going to say the sentence is the shape is a parallelogram because the 2 sets of sides are parallel to each other. What's in purple here we need for the different part of the question. So the next part of the question says to determine point K, which is the segment of midpoint of AD. So if I look at AD, if I go down halfway and go over, I'm at point K. So point K is the coordinate 3, 2. Then it tells us to draw triangle AKB. And it wants us to find the area of triangle AKB. Well, the area formula requires us to know the base and the height of the triangle. So the base I can count boxes is 7, and the height I can count boxes is 4. So then I could go through and find the height of the triangle and the base of the triangle, plug it into the formula, and get an area of 14. Before I was supposed to go through and find out that the parallelogram that's created is a trapezoid. To prove something's a trapezoid, my plan, I know I didn't write a plan here, don't kill me for that, but a trapezoid's plan is going to be prove one set of sides is parallel, which we've done by saying KD and BC have the same slope. For the homework question, my plan for the first one here is to use slope to show that a parallelogram with consecutive sides being perpendicular is a rectangle. So we went through and found all of the sides' slopes. My sentence then becomes a rectangle is a parallelogram because the 2 sets of opposite sides are parallel. Notice I was specific in saying what they were. The sentence for a rectangle, we have to say it's a parallelogram. And we have parallelogram rectangle is a rectangle because consecutive sides are perpendicular. Consecutive sides are just sides that are next to each other, showing that that's going to become a 90-degree angle. The next part here is to find point A, which is the midpoint of RT, so just count your boxes over. And then you're creating another triangle. This triangle is a right isosceles triangle. So the plan for proving something's a right isosceles triangle is to show that 2 sides are perpendicular and 2 sides are congruent. So the first thing I did was I found the slope of the 2 sides I think are perpendicular, and I noticed they're negative reciprocals. I then found the distance of the 2 sides that I thought were congruent. Notice that they're the same. I then can go through my sentence, which is that triangle ACE is isosceles and right because both the sides are perpendicular and they're congruent. I know this video was a little bit quicker, but you can pause it, you can rewind it if you have to, so you can see all the work that I've shown here. Good luck.